If you could undo just one decision in your life, would you really want to know how it turns out? Because here's the thing, most of us think regret comes from making the wrong choices. This story asks something far more uncomfortable. What if regret comes from believing there was a perfect choice? This book begins with a woman who feels like her life quietly collapsed. No dramatic tragedy, just a series of small losses that add up. A career that didn't work out, relationships that faded, dreams she gave up because life kept getting in the way. She looks at her life and can't stop thinking, I could have been more. And then, at her absolute lowest point, something strange happens. She doesn't wake up in heaven. She doesn't wake up in hell. She wakes up somewhere in between, a place that feels endless, silent, almost peaceful. And this is the place which is filled with books. Not ordinary books. Each book represents a version of her life if she had made one different choice. One decision changed, one door not closed, one path taken instead of abandoned. And she's told something unbelievable. She can open any book, step inside, and live that life. So she does. She lives a life where she chased her passion, one where she chose love over comfort, one where she played it safe and became successful. From the outside, these lives look incredible, but the kind of lives we think would make us happy. But here's the twist, none of these lives are perfect. Each one carries its own pain, its own disappointments, its own versions of regret. And slowly, the question changes. It's no longer which life is better. It becomes, why am I so desperate to escape the one I already have? This book isn't really about parallel lives. It's about the stories we tell ourselves, about how we romanticize the lives we didn't live and undervalue the one we are surviving every day. It challenges this idea that happiness exists somewhere else if only we had chosen differently. I won't tell you what she ultimately chooses. That's the heart of the book. But I will say this, by the time you reach the end, you stop asking what if and start asking what now. If you have ever felt stuck, if you have ever replayed old decisions in your head, if you have ever wondered whether your life could have been more, this book doesn't judge you for those thoughts. It understands them. And then, gently, it refrains them. The book is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. It's not about finding the perfect life, it's about realizing why the imperfect one you are living might still be worth choosing.